What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. We're starting this video a little bit late today. I was up all night editing a video and I just decided to take a little bit of a lazy day. So today we're going to be working on a strut bar that I got for the Evo. Now it's not a super high-end JDM from Japan strut bar like some of the parts I usually get. I wanted to try something different since the one that I have right now is OEM and it's kind of getting old. I want to get rid of all the blue and gold in my engine bay since I feel like there's already way too much colors on the car. So I kind of want to make the car a little bit cleaner for the next few seasons coming up. So I decided to get this. This is a strut bar that I found. Just ignore this box. I'm just using it as a table right now. I got this one off eBay. It's not super high-end or expensive or anything. But I want to show you guys that you can actually get some car parts like this and actually make it look super cool. Put your own twist and touch on it. And one thing I really like about buying used parts is you have the chance to get good parts at a good price, but also if they're scratched up, you can add your own twist on it. Now if you guys just want to buy new parts and install it, tons of people do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I like adding my own twist and making my parts just a little bit different. So my parts are like kind of original, different, and one of a kind. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and show you my ideas with this strut bar. Now, I just said that we're gonna be getting rid of the blue, and here we have a lot of blue here and on the other side as well. The good thing about this strut bar is you can take this whole piece off and just have this. Now what I want to do is kind of scratch this up and paint it wrinkle black. That's gonna give like a real subtle kind of low-key look in the engine bay. Maybe paint the bolts as well, get rid of the chromey looking bolts and maybe just have it silver or something like that. And for here I want to try making a brushed aluminum look, kind of like a fridge or something like that. I really think having this brush would just give us some subtle depth to it. And also my uncle swung by Japan and got me an original Rally Art badge, and it is like original from Mitsubishi, which is super cool. I'd like to throw that on there. And he also got me this carbon fiber Evolution badge. Now it is a little bit smaller than the Rally Art. This is actually the Evo 8 Evo 9 logo for the Evolution. So mine's a 10. I mean, it's still an Evolution, it'll still work, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Rally Art one. But anyways, go ahead and test fit the strut bar. If it looks good and it fits well, let's go ahead and customize the strut bar. Alright, so now that all the bolts are off, to take the strut bar out, you gotta just hold it from the middle and lift up like that, and it should just come off. So I have the two strut bars here. The good thing is the mounting points look very similar. They look the same. Same with here, and weight wise they do feel the same. I think this one is a little bit lighter. I don't know much about like which one is stronger, but this one is like much wider, so I mean it could be stronger. Let's go ahead and test it out. I just wanted to test fit the strut bar and see how it actually works. I just don't want to take it apart, paint it, and have it not fit properly. And also all the bolts and the holes line up over there too, which is really good. So let's go ahead and take this apart and spray it and make it look different. Alright, so right now we have the two mounting pieces, like the two ends here, just chilling. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean it off with some wax and grease remover. I already went ahead and scuffed this all up with some like steel wool just to have it just a little bit rough and to get rid of most of the shine so the paint sticks better. I have watched some videos on how to use this wrinkle finish paint. Now the key to all of this is the coats, which is 1, and 2, to have a heat gun. I'm not too sure if a blow dryer or a hair dryer would work, but most people recommend using a heat gun to get like a really good finish. So we're gonna go ahead and try that, and hopefully both of these pieces will come out super good. Okay, so this is actually really cool. I was heating up with the heat gun and it's actually starting to wrinkle before your eyes, which is really cool. I've never actually seen that before. This is what it was before, and it actually took a while to heat up before it started to wrinkle. They came out exactly the same. They look so good. I'm super hyped on this. I just gotta fix that corner and we should be all good to go. So now that these pieces over here just vibing on the side, we're gonna go ahead and work on the actual
I don't know what to call this, the center part. I kind of researched on how to do this, and there's a few ways on how to actually like achieve this finish. And then what we're gonna do is put WD-40, like a lubricant or any type of lubricant similar to this, and then get some sandpaper and just go in one even straight line. Try not to move up and down, just try to be really even, and you'd get the best finish. In terms of what like grit of sandpaper you should use, it's really dependent on you and on how like fine you want the brush look to be. I want mine decently fine, so I'm gonna be using 120 grit. You could use like 80 grit, 40 grit or something like that to get like deeper scratches, because that's what you're essentially doing, scratching the metal. I was also just thinking, just in case this doesn't turn out like really nice or whatever, I'll probably end up just sprinkling the whole thing just so it looks like kind of stealthy. I don't know, kind of sporty. I feel like sports cars mainly have the wrinkle finish, but I want to try and add some contrast to it and try the brush look and see how it turns out. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this with WD-40 and try to be as even as possible. Go from end to end, scoring the metal. WD-40 actually makes a huge difference, you can feel it. Alright, let's go ahead and wash this off and see how she looks. I'm super nervous, I don't know what to expect. Probably shouldn't have wore a white shirt. Okay, it's decent. First little run. See our progress. So just looking at like the scratches and stuff, I'll try and get the sun on it. It actually looks pretty decent. It's not too bad. I'm actually super happy with this. I want to go a little bit more on the edges here. It is a little bit hard because you kind of have to like dig into that and you can't go back and forth. You kind of have to just keep going until it's all gone. Same with over here. I want to also get like this part all like rounded off and brushed as well. When you go back and forth, you kind of get this like ugly like looking thing over here. Try not to do that. You just want to try to be as even as possible, but so far it is looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna keep going and give you guys a little before and after. So this is before, a little dirty, still has some WD-40 on it, and then after, I think it's gonna look really good. All right, so I'm pretty happy with how the middle part of the strut bar came out. I think the brushed aluminum look is a really good touch, especially with the wrinkle on the side. It's gonna look really good. Super happy with that. It's not perfect. If I want to be super picky with it, there are some flaws, but I mean, for a first go, I think it looks really good. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is this is the only one I have, just some clear gloss. I would prefer like a matte or satin finish, but this is all I have right now. Another thing to mention is, another reason why I want to put clear coat is because this brushed finish is really prone to scratches and stuff. So if you drop like a socket, a wrench, or whatever other tool, it's gonna end up scratching it. And unfortunately, there are some scratches already and a couple dents over there that I wasn't able to get out. At least with the clear coat, it's gonna protect the strut bar. It's gonna make it more durable if it has clear coat on it. So I'm gonna go ahead, spray this. Oh, and I also cleaned the whole thing off with wax and grease remover so it doesn't fisheye. Alright, so there's good news and bad news. The good news is we bolted in the strut bar and it looks so good. I'm really digging the subtleness of the wrinkle, and it really contrasts with the carbon, and the brushed look, just unreal. I'm super in love with this. Now the bad news is, because it's like eBay and nothing from eBay is honestly perfect, there is a little bit of a gap right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 1/4 inch gap. What I can do is I can put spacers, like washers like these, behind it, and this will work. Now I just need to get a different bolt, because now that the space is there, the original bolt won't fit. But overall, this thing looks super good. I'm super happy with it. I bought this piece as a test piece to try out brushing aluminum, but I think I'm gonna do it to the rest of this pipes all here too. I think it's gonna look really good. So I did say that we needed to get bolts. I probably still will in the future, but I was able to get these original bolts bolted in, so that's all good to go. I mean, I'm still using the spacers because the fitment wasn't the best, but they did go in a few threads, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy, and I like the way they look a lot. It looks really good. And Josh wants to take off his strut bar too and put my old one on. This is a more that'd be more useful, yeah, than this.
Good trade.
You're tightening it. There you go.
I'm a mechanic too.
Okay, so Josh, personally, what I would do, once you take that off, I would get some paint and paint up all these nuts and bolts, just because they are a little rusty, and they'll make it look a lot better. Just because you already have it out. That's just what I do, and I did that before. I don't know where my original nuts are though. Hold it on the end and then kind of shock it.
Okay, stop following this part. I'm struggling. Shock it. You see, it's working. I think.
Bro, you gonna strip that motherfucker. So I got the two badges here. We got the Evo and the Rally Art. Personally, I think the Rally Art's gonna look better because it's gonna be like that, I think, right in the middle. I'm gonna have to measure it, but that's how it's gonna look. Or I could put the Evo 8, Evo 9 carbon logo, which would be here. There. I don't know which one would look better. The carbon kind of goes with the rest of the carbon in the engine bay, but it is for an Evo 8, Evo 9, so I'm not too sure. Again, an Evo is an Evo, but I'm not gonna put anything on yet. I think I want to make you guys decide. So comment down below which badge I should put on the strut bar, or I'll put like a little thing in the corner here, a poll where you guys can vote. So either way, comment down below, use the poll, and let me know what you guys think I should put on here: Rally Art or Carbon Evo. So I was editing this video and I realized that I forgot to end it. So overall, I'm really happy with how the strut bar came out, and I just wanted to show you guys that you don't have to spend a lot of money on your car for it to come out good. Like, you can buy cheaper parts or even used parts and make them look really good. Just give them like a new life, or even like your own twist on how you want the part to be. Because I feel like a lot of the newer car enthusiasts aren't really getting into the DIY stuff, and there are so much things you can do on your own with just a couple rattle cans and your imagination to make your car one of a kind and actually make it come out really good. To be honest, it's not really hard and it's not expensive either. You just have to go out there and do it. I just wanted to make this video. I'm not too sure if I'll be keeping the strut bar, but as of right now I am really happy with it, and I think it makes the engine bay look a lot better. Should I put the Rally Art badge or the Evo badge? I haven't really made up my mind yet, so I want you guys to decide and help me out. But anyways, that's all the time we have for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Anti-Perfect Society. Peace out and make it happen.